Okay, in this video, the first thing that we need to do is make sure we have all the right images available to us. So, first and fourth hour, you already have all of these in your images folder, but fifth and sixth hour, we did it differently. So, I need you to, fifth and sixth hour, to come to the images folder, and I need you to download each one of these images. And we're going to be using them throughout the course of today's lesson. So today you're going to make a new processing file and we're going to use arrays. So we're going to start just simply by setting up uh, 6 p-image variables like we did yesterday. And then I want you to create this variable. It stands for the x increment. And we're going to print these or display these. Sorry about that. We're going to display these images going across the bottom of the screen. Now, so please create that variable. And so put in your setup method or function, size your output, and then please do that load image command and assign each image to the appropriate p-image variable, just like we did yesterday. So I made it pretty easy on you. They're all PNG files except C, so I had to type it in this way to get it to work. So now's a good time to pause the video and get yourself caught up in your code. Okay, so hopefully you got that far. Now we're going to do the draw method. In the draw method, the first thing you're going to want to do is if you didn't put that x increment up there, you can put it down there as well. Now, just like in the last video, we need to tell processing that we're going to make an array. We're going to put p images in there. And then we need to populate. So we could do it this way, and then we'd have to have all those lines of code that we would have to say pix the brackets 0 equals A, pix of 1 equals B, and so on. But the faster way to do that is just to use this initializer list. So we say p image the bracket, the name of our array is pix, and then we put in the initializer list A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, for every array, we didn't talk about this in the last video, there is something called a constant that tells us how many things are in this array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't even have a G. Let's take that out so we don't get any boo-boos. We have 5 things. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to display every image that's stored in this p-image array. And we do that by saying pix of num. Num is going to be 0, so the first one we'll display is A. Since num is 0, then this 0 times x increment will be 0. So the first image is going to be stored at 0, 400 along the bottom. And as it turns out, all of these images, I believe, are 100 by 100. So after the first time through the loop, then num will increment to 1. So the second image, B, pix of 1 is B. It'll be stored at 100, 400. This will go to 2. And then pix of 2, or image C, will be stored at 200, 400. So they will be put on the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and run that. So as you can see, we only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. The other one is going off the screen because we had 6 images. So let's go up here. Let's change this to 600, 600, and let's see if we can see that last image. And we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I notice it's no longer across the bottom. but that's easily fixed if we come in here and change this number to 500. So go ahead and do that. And now you see that it's running along the bottom. So I think this is good to know in case we want to do something like this later. Okay, so that'll do it for today. On sometime next week, we'll take a look at the image to move across the screen and how to create functions. So that should be enough for today, and I'll see you on Monday.